So, the late breaking news this week is that Canada's at war in the Middle East again. On Tuesday, the House of Commons passed a motion to authorize the use of CF 18 fighter jets against the Islamic State. Now, Prime Minister Harper says that this is a sort of necessary, proactive gesture to protect Canada's interests at home, but I can't help but wonder what sort of direct, imminent threat the Islamic State has here in Canada. If anything, it seems to me that, as with most wars in the Middle East, the threat is more existential, I guess. I mean, it's as if the Islamic State were waging a war against our Western, liberal, democratic, humanitarian way of thinking. But in a way, it also feels like striking back against the Islamic State is sort of playing into their narrative. Over the past decades, Western intervention in the Middle East has proved by and large disastrous. Civilian casualties and scorched earth and the sort of Western wrought destruction that groups like the Islamic State use to radicalize moderate Muslims. As they say, I can't help but feel like I've seen this movie before. This Western coalition is training Syrian and Iraqi groups to fight back against the IS. And even the IS itself feels like a, grittier reboot of Al Qaeda. It's almost as if Western intervention in the Middle East is a kind of flagging Hollywood franchise, and all it requires is for it to be reimagined every 4 or 5 years until it finally sticks. It's like the Fantastic Four of foreign policy. As far as solutions, I mean, I don't necessarily have one. I'm sitting here in a literal armchair. But there's something about Canada's response that at once feels sort of pointless and not robust enough. I mean, even if the Western coalition was to totally wipe out ISIS, it's not like they could salt the earth so that no jihadist organization could ever find purchase in the Middle East again. And at the same time, sending a few CF 18 jets over to perform aerial strikes will never be enough to bomb the chasm separating our Western values from the more perversely wrought strains of radical Islam.